Did your ABS light just turn on? Don't panic, but don't ignore it. That orange light means your anti-lock braking system has a problem, which could affect your ability to brake safely in an emergency. The good news? Many common causes are simple to fix at home. Today, I'll show you the most common ABS light fixes you can check yourself, no mechanic needed. I'm Madison, and this is Fixpro Garage, where we help you save money and take control of your car's health. Let's break down the easiest and cheapest checks to get that ABS light off. First, check your brake fluid. It's quick and free. Pop your hood and find the brake fluid reservoir, usually a clear plastic container on the driver's side near the firewall. Look for the MIN and max lines. If the fluid is at or below MIN, that's likely your culprit. Low fluid triggers the ABS light because it means less hydraulic pressure for safe braking. Use only the brake fluid type specified on the cap or in your owner's manual, usually DA-T3 or DA-4. Wipe the cap area clean before opening to avoid contamination. Carefully top up to the max line, but don't overfill. Brake fluid is corrosive. Replace the cap, start your car, and see if the ABS light goes off. Sometimes it takes a short drive to reset. If the light turns off, great, but keep an eye on the fluid level. If it drops again soon, you may have a leak that needs immediate attention. Brake fluid shouldn't disappear. Repeated drops mean a serious issue. This 5-minute check can save you a trip to the mechanic and a lot of money. Always start here before moving on to more complex fixes. Many people pay for diagnostics only to find out they just needed brake fluid. If your fluid level is fine or the light stays on, let's move to the next step. Next up, cleaning your wheel speed sensors. Simple, fast, and often overlooked. Let's get started. If your brake fluid is fine, the next likely cause is dirty or faulty wheel speed sensors. Each wheel has a sensor that tells the ABS module how fast it's spinning. Dirt and debris can block the signal, triggering the ABS light. Safely jack up your car, remove a wheel and locate the sensor behind the brake rotor. Unplug the sensor, remove its bolt, and gently pull it out. Be patient as rust can make this tricky. Clean the magnetic tip with brake cleaner and a lint-free rag. Also, clean the tone ring's teeth inside the hub. Inspect for cracks or damaged wires, reinstall the sensor, reconnect the plug, and repeat for other wheels if you don't know which one is faulty. Lower the car, start it, and take a short drive. The ABS light should turn off if this was the issue. This fix is common, especially on older cars or those driven in harsh conditions. It's a satisfying, low-cost repair that can save you a shop visit. If the light remains, don't worry. There are more things to check. Next, let's look at your fuses and relays. Sometimes, the solution is as simple as a blown fuse. Grab your owner's manual and let's dive in. You're getting closer to solving the mystery. Stay with me. Let's keep going. If cleaning sensors didn't work, check your ABS fuses and relays. Locate your fuse boxes, usually one under the hood and one inside the cabin. Use your owner's manual or the fuse box cover diagram to find the ABS fuse. Pull the fuse and inspect it. If the metal strip inside is broken or burnt, replace it with one of the same amperage. Never use a higher or lower rated fuse. Also check the ABS relay, often a small cube in the fuse box. Swap it with a similar relay, like the horn, to test. If your horn stops working and the ABS light goes out, you've found the problem. Replace faulty relays with new ones. After replacing a fuse or relay, start your car. The ABS light should go out if this was the issue. If the new fuse blows again, you may have a deeper electrical problem needing professional help. This step is quick, cheap, and can solve the problem instantly. Don't skip it. Many ABS issues are just blown fuses. If your ABS light is still on, let's check your battery next. Electrical gremlins often start with weak power. Let's make sure your car's foundation is solid. Ready? Let's move on. Here's what to do. A weak battery can trigger the ABS light by causing voltage drops that confuse the system. Signs include slow cranking, dim headlights, or needing jump starts. Test your battery with a multimeter. A healthy battery reads about 12.6 volts off and 14.7 volts running. If it's below 12.4 volts, it's getting weak. Below 12 means it's likely done. Most auto parts stores will test your battery for free. If you need a new one, get the correct size and type for your car. Install the new battery, start your car, and check the ABS light. It often goes out immediately. Don't overlook this step. A bad battery can cause all sorts of random warning lights. Always check the basics before diving into complex repairs. If your battery is strong and the light is still on, it's time for a more advanced tool. Let's use an OBD2 scanner to get real answers. This is where you become a true DIY diagnostician. Let's see what your car is really trying to tell you. If you've tried everything and the ABS light is still on, it's time for an OBD2 scanner with ABS capabilities. Plug the scanner into your car's OBD2 port, usually under the dashboard. Turn the ignition to on, don't start the engine, and follow the scanner's prompts to select the ABS system. The scanner will read any stored trouble codes like CWOS035, which points to a specific wheel speed sensor. This takes the guesswork out. Now you know exactly where to look. Check the wiring and connections at the indicated wheel. If all looks good, replace the sensor. After repairs, use the scanner to clear the codes and test drive the car. The ABS light should stay off if you fix the issue. Investing in an ABS-capable scanner saves time and money, turning you from a parts swapper into a real problem solver. It's a must-have for anyone serious about DIY car repair. With the right tool, you're working like a pro. No more guessing, just smart, targeted fixes. If you're still stuck after this, it may be time for a professional diagnosis. But most ABS issues can be solved with the steps we've covered. You've come a long way. Let's wrap it up. Here's what you need to remember. Final thoughts. Coming up. Is it safe to drive with the ABS light on? For short trips, yes, but your anti-lock function is disabled, so drive with caution and avoid hard braking. We covered the basics: check brake fluid, battery, wheel sensors, fuses, relays, and use an OBD2 scanner for precise diagnosis. Most ABS light issues are simple and cheap to fix if you act early. Take it step by step, and you'll save money and gain confidence. If this video helped, hit like, subscribe to Fixpro Garage, and ring the bell for more DIY tips. Comment below, did your ABS light turn off after these fixes? I love hearing your success stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next project. Stay safe and keep wrenching.